welcome to the news. First, let's take a look at the headlines. Over 51,000 new COVID cases reported across country in the last 24 hours. Meghalaya records 602 new cases today. All MLAs to be requested to convene mass vaccination drives in their constituencies, says Health Minister A.L. Hegg. James Sangma clarifies on media reports on MEEL, says MEEL formed to make Meghalaya more power efficient. And DHSMI Dr. Amanwar strikes optimistic note, hope things will be back to normalcy with increased vaccination coverage. The news in detail. The Union Health Ministry has reported that India has registered a total of 51,667 new COVID cases in the last 24 hours. At present, there are over 6,12,000 active cases in the country. A total of 1,329 deaths have also been reported in the country within 24 hours, taking the toll to over 3,93,000. In Meghalaya, the total new cases reported today is 602 and 354 people have recovered in the last 24 hours. The total active cases in the state now stands at 4,665. 7 deaths were also reported, taking the total number to 814. In a bid to intensify the vaccination drive in Meghalaya, the state government has asked all MLAs to have meetings in their own constituencies to conduct massive vaccination drives. He also informed that the necessary information and directives have been passed on to all district medical and health officers, DM and HO. Though vaccination drive has picked up pace in Meghalaya, Hegg lamented the fact that a sizable number of people are still expressing hesitancy in coming forward to get vaccinated.
Tried all our level best to reach out to the people, but some people they still hesitant to come forward for the vaccines. I request all the MLA constituency to have their own meeting in their respective constituency to make a massive drive in the respective constituency for the vaccination. So this awareness has been given to all the district, all the DMNHO through to the block level for the vaccinations. This information has been given to all.
State Power Minister James Sangma has clarified that the Meghalaya Energy Efficiency Limited is a public sector undertaking which has been formed by the government of Meghalaya to give special focus and thrust to energy efficiency. Dismissing all reports of irregularities, Sangma drew parallels to the formation of the Energy Efficiency Services Limited by the Union Ministry of Power. He added that chairman of the MEEL is ex officio, the minister in charge, and the managing director is ex officio, the Secretary Power Department. The minister also stated that the move has minimal financial liability and that while MEECL may be under financial stress, the Power Department is doing well.
Formation of the Energy Efficiency Limited is, as I mentioned, is in exactly this, a similar line. If you look at a parallel, you can draw a parallel between the Energy Efficiency Services, the ESL, formed by the Government of India, and the Meghalaya Energy Efficiency Limited, because we feel that energy efficiency is an emerging sector, as I mentioned, which needs a special thrust and focus. That is why we need to have that. Now MECL has its three wings, which is the generation, transmission and distribution. But energy efficiency is something that the MECL cannot do. It has to be done by an other agency which specifically looks into energy efficiency.
Director of Health Services MI Dr. Amanwar struck a positive note yesterday by stating that with the kind of protocols in place and the ongoing vaccination drive, Meghalaya may soon be able to adapt to emerging situations and bring things back to normalcy. Dr. War stated that the vaccination drive and containment measures have together led to a slight flattening of the pandemic curve as case numbers are more or less constant every day. Citing the recent High Court order, he also stated that those who spread rumors about the efficacy of the vaccine, can we expect strict action to be initiated against them?
Taking the vaccination status, and we are very confident and very hopeful to see that this vaccination drive which we have undertaken will boost up and it will provide the necessary protection to the people of the state. Plus, it will give us, the health workers, the confidence. So what we can see now is there is a slight flattening of the curve, and with all the protocols in place and with the decision passed by the Honorable High Court, wherein it was clearly stated that those who spread rumors about the efficacy of the vaccination, severe action can be taken by the government.
The Deputy Commissioner of East Khasi Hills has issued an order in line with the recent order of the High Court of Meghalaya regarding vaccinations and resumptions of economic activity. The order states that all shops, establishments, local taxis, auto rickshaws, maxi cabs and buses should display prominently a sign clearly indicating the vaccination status of all employees and staff. The order also says it is mandatory that all employees and staff of commercial establishments and vehicles who chose not to get vaccinated should get themselves tested once in every 10 days. For vendors and hawkers, an ID or badge would be issued by the Deputy Commissioner's office in place of a vaccination sign.
सब वैक्सीन लगा लिया, फर्स्ट डोज लगाया, अभी सेकेंड डोज 2 महीने 3 महीने के बाद आएगा। ठीक है, अच्छा है कि सभी के लिए वैक्सीन लगा लिया, सब स्टाफ को लगाया, ऑनर को भी लगा दिया।
No, they should opt for the vaccine. It's totally safe. Everyone is taking, even the government is pressurizing. It's safe, so they should appreciate the steps of the government to take the vaccine.
The Meghalaya State Legal Services Authority today organized a webinar on the theme Share Fact on Drugs, Save Lives in observance of International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking in its office at Shilllong. The topic for discussion on the day was roles of headmen in handling matters relating to drugs, aimed at sensitizing headmen in matters relating to drugs and how to deal with such matters in their capacity. The webinar focused on the greater awareness to the cause of drug abuse and to facilitate support for drug control. The resource persons were N.A. Khan, District and Sessions Judge, Member Secretary, Meghalaya State Legal Services Authority, who spoke on the role of headmen in matters relating to drugs. Another weather report. The maximum temperature recorded was 25.6 degrees Celsius and the minimum temperature was 17.7 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 88%, while in the evening was 68%. 6.4 millimeters of rainfall was recorded. The forecast: moderate rain and thunder showers is very likely to occur at isolated places. Our news bulletin is also available live on our YouTube channel. In addition to watching on television, viewers may visit the DD News Shillong YouTube channel to tune in to our daily bulletin. That's all we have for you in the news, but remember that the fight against COVID-19 is not over yet. So wear masks, maintain social distancing and wash hands frequently. Until we meet tomorrow at the same time, same channel, good night.